Again. So last session, we played with Underground. Old World Style Set 6, Underground, revisiting it. And we built this map. And it makes a wonderful tiling system if you're doing caves. And we've done behind with the black layer, and the cave system just fits over the top, and you can continually layer down by layering up. If you haven't had a chance to check out that video, check out the video prior to this. For this map, we went ahead and grouped everything. And right now, I'm just going to lock that, and I'm going to hide that. So now, one of the interesting things about Old World Style Underground, Set 6, is that you can also go underground above ground. So here I have taken, and we click off that, I have taken the monastery from Set 2. I have taken trees from Set 2 and the cobblestone road from Set 2. In Set 3, I've borrowed a fallen statue and some temple ruins. So now, let's see what happens if we go ahead and start adding in some more layers. And we're going to go ahead, and we're going to call this First Dig Layer. Perhaps this map is about people at the monastery were digging about and suddenly came upon a statue buried. And when they started uncovering the statue, they started uncovering temple ruins. So let's see what they uncovered next. I'll put this right up here, like the walkway has just dissolved away from it. Oh, that's not going to work. We got to do this. And I can move that down slightly, or I can squish it, actually. And you'll notice this layer, I am doing it on an object layer. Because of our background, I don't really need to make sure that my edges snap together. I can be much more organic here. And we're going to open this up. Maybe they discovered there's a lot more to this than they first thought. First layer around, we can see there's a large excavation. Can't really call it an actual excavation. Somebody was just digging around a lot. And so we're going to use that. Now we're going to begin on our second. So you see our first dig layer here underneath where it says fallen statue. We have our temple ruin, and we have second dig layer. So we're going to go ahead and continue on the temple ruin layer. And since it's behind, all of that will float behind the temple ruin. We'll bring this up here. And nope, that gets covered. So we're going to have to do this. We have to bring this around. There we go. And it's okay if that sneaks down just a little bit. We can turn it, I think. There we go. And we do our trick that we do before. Right click, flip horizontally, and we can even turn it a little bit. Oops, undo that. And that reminds me, I need to lock that layer. It just happens sometimes. Still on the second dig layer. And what I'm creating here are some openings, kind of like ramps. Below this. What if they built below that? So we're going to go up here above Temple Ruin, and we're going to put another object layer, and let's call it third dig layer. maybe as this was just a very religious area and it was continually taken over by different cultures, and as time went on, they do as cultures do, they buried the past. And for some reason, somebody was able to uncover it. Here. And there we go. We have our third layer. So let's see what was buried in that layer. Do we know? Do we want to know? We do also have that we're going to go ahead and lock those. And we're going to go ahead and hit a new object layer and call that mini pits. So as we discussed earlier here, we had a monastery. Before that, they found a ruined statue. Before that, they found the ruins of an old temple. And I pulled in what I think would be something fun that they could find after the third dig layer. We're going to go up here, tile layer. We're going to call it Alien Temple. And we're going to collect these 4 and take it down. Then up here, we're going to lock this. We're going to lock all of our layers. And I'm going to add one more object layer. And we're just going to call it upper decoration. So one of the things we have here is now we can go back through and dress up everything else that we want. So let's say by the temple, there were some cracked. And I can even put it in behind the temple and such. But for this right now, I think it'd just be easier just put some in for simple decoration. Don't like that. And that happens. We could even put it in the lower layer down here. Maybe they were looking and discovered this layer. And I'm going to go ahead and we're going to add in third dig layer 2, I'm going to unlock that. We're going to lock that. We're going to add a few more lines real quick, just to illustrate that this was even further down. There we go. And we're going to add one more pit. And hit X. Oh, gotta delete that. It's going to go way down. So we're going to lock that, go right back up. Upper decoration and dunes, unlock. And now let's put it in. And select, hit X, and that's it. Click off. And now we're going to go and I'm going to bring in some pieces from set 3. Dunes. Because this makes sense. Maybe everything is not totally unburied. And maybe it's around the edges. Maybe they've torn up a lot of rocks and everything up here. Like an Indiana Jones movie. And we can add some sand up here. And I hope as you've watched our videos you're really getting the hint how much you can interplay between sets now. And we're just going to drag that down. And there you have it.